Hello, everybody on my live. Broski, you are officially live.
Hello, everybody on my live.
We're officially live on Snapper.
Clapper, not the Snapper.
Oh, that's right.
It's the Clapper, bro.
My bad.
Come on, give it his props. It's the Clapper. What's up, Clapper?
What's up, Clapper? My bad. That's my fault. I don't even have my notes in order. Oh, yes, I do. Never mind. My notes are in order. My bad.
Let me see.
Yeah, they're in order.
Yeah,
that's
by
right.
Friday.
Yep. All right, guys, so let's get this party started, baby. It is going to be live with 4 Pillar Sports. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 4 Pillar Sports. This is episode 4, and we are doing our WrestleMania 40 preview.
Episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania preview. WrestleMania 40.
Yes, sir.
4 Pillar Sports.
That's a lot of fours.
That's a lot of fours, bro.
That's right.
Yeah, let's do this.
It's weird how that actually worked out.
I know, right? Hey, but it's cool, right?
Absolutely, man.
It's awesome, bro.
All right, so let's dive into this. So we're going to do a little bit of recapping from Friday Night SmackDown and Monday Night Raw this past week. Obviously, we're not going to be able to do Friday Night SmackDown this week because obviously we're going to focus next week when we do this episode again, or our next episode will be the WrestleMania recap.
Right.
So we're going to just give you a little heads up on what's going on. Do you mind going ahead and getting the match card ready, sir, on your other device there?
Yeah, I can do that.
And while we get going.
No problem.
Friday Night SmackDown started off with Logan Paul trying to do a sneak attack on Randy Orton during a tag match that featured him and KO versus Pretty Deadly. Just a week before, of course, their triple threat match at WrestleMania for the United States title. He would escape, though, the rage of Randy Orton by running backstage and then making it to his car and speeding away in his awesome-looking vehicle. Chris, sorry.
Yeah, we're going to get used to that, man. I'm not Cooper anymore, bro.
I mean, you're still my Cooper in that aspect. That nickname's not going anywhere.
Alright, so it is on, I've got it from CBS Sports.
Alright, we'll take that.
That should be the full-on match card right there, bro.
And hopefully they'll have it actually night 1. Yay, they do. Night 1 matches. Yay.
Nice.
So cool, we'll do that breakdown when we get to it.
So my thoughts on
Logan Paul attacking Orton before their match this weekend at WrestleMania in the triple threat.
I mean, was there any doubt he was going to do that?
Of course not.
There's a tag match with both your competitors.
Absolutely.
In the freaking match. I mean, he's going to do something, right?
Uh-huh.
And of course he's a coward and he takes off and, throws the guy that's actually like the valet to his car. He threw the guy down, gets in his car and takes off, bro. I'm like, you're such a pussy.
You're right.
You're an idiot.
Well, he's just impulsive.
There you go. Impulsive.
There's your one shout out, Logan. There's your one shout out.
Right?
I mean, we got more videos that we'll actually do later. Actually, we will clip from his impulsive podcast. But hey, had to give him a little something.
There you go.
All right, man. So next up was Io Sky was attacked during her interview that she was conducting by, of course, her contender for her WWE Women's title, and that was, of course, Bayley. It will be interesting to see how Damage Control gets involved with this. Plus, we do have Bianca Belair and Naomi, who have had Bayley's back since the betrayal of Damage Control to Bayley shortly after the Royal Rumble. Jade Cargill has also made her much anticipated debut on SmackDown. She said that WWE has the best women's roster in the world, but the storm has arrived.
Yeah, and the fact that she said that, dude, knowing that she came over from AEW.
Right.
Come on, dude. Everybody wants to be in the WWE right now. We all know that it's what's popping, dude. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sorry, but you got Cody Rhodes that left AEW and went over there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's the place to be. And as far as Io Sky and Bayley, that interview was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
She did everything in Japanese, and then freaking after that, Bayley pops in and beats her ass and full on destroys the whole thing, and it was crazy. There was people trying to separate them, all that, man.
Yeah. Hopefully, Io Sky, though, didn't have Shohei Otani's interpreter doing anything for it. Oh!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Big shot there, Bo. Big shot there.
Whoa, hey now. Hey now. Otherwise, she's out $4 million.
Right?
Alright, next up, we're going to talk about a little Waller and Austin Theory picking up a victory and advancing to WrestleMania to be the final team that will partake in the six-pack WWE Tag Team Championship match at, of course, WrestleMania. I am looking forward to this one. Absolutely full shot. We're going to get a small adjustment. There you go. That match, of course, was helped by the interference from AOP, the Authors of Pain, Karrion Kross, coming out to take down Bobby Lashley. Setting up for a match between those groups, which will be AOP and, of course, Karrion Kross versus Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits in a Philadelphia street fight.
Yeah, I can't really remember what the name of AOP and Karrion Kross is, but they actually have a name.
Oh, they have an actual name now?
My dumb butt forgot to write that part down.
It's
Sorry,
okay.
guys, I wrote the notes this time. Hi, how are you? So, yeah, that was my fault.
It's okay. I mean, we know who the Authors of Pain are. If you don't know AOP, then you ain't been paying attention.
Yeah, because there's some crazy dudes.
That's right. I was surprised they came back, but I
was actually surprised, too, to see them. I was like, okay, you guys are back. Cool.
All right. It was one of those releasings that when they happened earlier, late last year, that was kind of shocking. It was like, you were doing a lot, and then all of a sudden they stopped, and then they just released them. It was like,
right?
That was really weird, because they were on a pretty good roll their last stint with WWE.
They definitely were, man.
So we'll see how this teaming up with Karrion Kross, see if it helps benefit them any further. Let's see here. Next up, we had Santos Escobar come out on Friday Night SmackDown to thank Dominic Mysterio, if you didn't know Dirty Dom's actual last name.
Dirty Dom, baby. Dirty Dom.
For his help from defeating Rey Mysterio the week prior. Rey Mysterio, though, would show up and challenge Santos and Dominic to a tag match with a partner of his choosing, which would turn out to be the newest member of the Latino World Order, Dragon Lee. Santos turned his back on Rey some months back and put Rey on the shelf with a brutal injury. And we all know the history, though, that Rey has with Dominic, and still kind of being talked about a lot.
Yeah.
Even though they really haven't squared off in a long time. So this will make for a great tag match at WrestleMania. You'll have the LWO taking on Legata Fantasma.
Yeah, man. When I went to write that part down, I was like, because I wasn't sure how it was spelled, and I'm sorry for that. We had to re-look that up because I was like, I got it wrong. But you know what? It's going to be a good match, dude. I cannot wait to watch, watch Dom get his little butt kicked again. And,
Right.
And hey, man, the other guy deserves it too. So, especially putting Rey on the freaking shelf for that long.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I would guess I was wrong. The actual final match to set up the six-pack tag challenge was Angel and Garza taking on the new Catch Republic, and Angel and Garza ended up winning their match with that. That solidified the match for the six-pack challenge. That's my bad. I should have read ahead and paid attention. I did not. So that's on me. Not him.
That's all good, dude.
So we'll have Waller in Theory, The Awesome Truth, Judgment Day, DIY, and of course the New Day, along of course with Angel and Garza in that six-pack challenge. That match is going to be insane, dude.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy. Ladders everywhere, bodies everywhere. Mm-hmm. I cannot wait for this.
Yes, and then we'll give you our predictions once we're done with all this. All right. Next up, The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins is starting to shape up to be a full-on war. This will be how you close out night one of WrestleMania. We also will have brother versus brother, twin versus twin. And that being said, Cody and Seth J have all had each other's back over the past few months since the Rumble. There have been several scuffles between all three and the Bloodline. Plus, you throw in the dark horse, which is Drew McIntyre, into the mix, and it makes for an interesting storyline. I would not count him out of anything, period. And if anybody has a chance to take that World Heavyweight title from Seth, he definitely can do it. And you said you might predict he might actually do so. And
yeah, I think so because as far as Seth Rollins goes, I mean he has been the workhorse of WWE.
Yeah, so he's taking that title. Yeah,
and say what you want about him, but he's the champion that stuck around. I know I'm representing, acknowledge me.
Yeah.
But I have my reasons for that. But I still respect Seth Rollins and the efforts he's put in for WWE, for our company. I was gonna say for WWE, and and I think that Drew McIntyre, he's the sleeper. Yeah. Everybody's sleeping on him, and he's gonna come in that match and he's gonna destroy freaking Seth Rollins.
Yes, sir. Now, what we liked about Drew McIntyre is what he did for the company during the pandemic. He helped carry the company through that pandemic era. Of course, as we've always said, we understood why Roman took his liberties of not being there, because he has a deficient immune system, because he had just barely gotten back from his last bout with leukemia. I don't know why I was trying to say leukemia for some reason. Anyways, leukemia. And he just gotten back, and then we just went into this pandemic. So he knew his immune system was already shot, and it's now even. Of course, it was even worse because he just finished up his radiation and all that. So of course he's going to take us time away and be safe and be thoughtful of his plans and stuff. So I understand that 100%. So nothing against Roman at all for that. But you have them
fans out there that are going to whine about it. They all whine about his schedule now, but the man does still battle with it every day. So there you go.
Yes, sir. And we also know that Seth has been dealing with nagging injuries, back included. Knee. He just had a little bit of a knee issue. Mm-hmm. So this will give him time to recover. But also, let's not forget, my dark horse for the whole kit and caboodle when it comes to that World Heavyweight title, and that's CM Punk, who's already been making his presence known, even though he's not medically cleared, but he sure has his nose in everybody's business.
I didn't make any notes on CM Punk.
I did.
And I have reasons for that, but that's just because, it irritates the hell out of me that he's even back. And of all people, that I was a huge, huge CM Punk fan.
Oh, I know.
But when you do that to one company and then you go to another and you do the same exact damn thing, you're not a man of your word. You're not who you say you are. And I'm sorry, you're kissing ass to the WWE because you're getting paid to.
Right.
And you're being a prima donna and get what you want now.
There's you, buddy. Oh, hey, Ange. Hi, Angela. I didn't even see you on there till now. Sorry, Angela hopped on and haven't talked to her in forever. Miss you too. Sorry. Anyways, let's see here. Where's my spot? Oh, and then of course this Friday on SmackDown, Jay will have to face little brother, or little big brother, as you put in the notes.
Yeah.
Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an interesting match.
Yeah.
Oh, are you segueing into the next part of the
Let's do it.
All right, so we had a LA Night, and versus AJ Styles match that will be happening at WrestleMania, and it's been mind games between both superstars in the recent weeks. And they continued Friday when AJ went out of the ring to call out LA because he knew for a fact that he was there and just didn't know where. Nick Aldis was supposed to ban him from SmackDown for the sneak attack at AJ Styles' house the week prior. But he asked him not to be on SmackDown and didn't tell him not. Knight was very clever in that aspect.
Yeah.
He had someone in a hoodie and a face mask jump the barrier, and while security removed him, AJ Styles was picking on a cameraman in the ring and started to make his way outside. LA was dressed like a security guard, had glasses and a wig on, and so the beating began and happened. LA grabbed a chair to get some revenge on AJ for getting into the Elimination Chamber and hitting him with a chair. AJ ran through the crowd, though, and LA got on the mic and told him whose game it was, and he'll find out at WrestleMania.
Yeah, man. I cannot wait for this. That whole segment, and the fact that these two have actually, they've wrestled each other in other companies. They have some moxie and some rivalries in that area, so it's going to be really cool because these guys really don't care for each other.
I love the little animosity from the past creeping back up, or creeping back up.
Right, right.
All right, so your main event was of SmackDown. We had Bianca and versus Dakota Kai. Bianca would get the win, and immediately afterwards, the Kabuki Warriors came out and tried to attack her. So Naomi came out for some reinforcements, but because Dakota was still in the ring, the numbers game got too big for them. Big surprise though, Jade Cargill came out to even the odds, and she tossed everyone around like ragdolls all by herself, setting up a 6-woman tag match at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
Too bad the women's tag titles won't be officially on the line for
right? Like, when are they going to be forced to put their tag titles on the line? Like, seriously, man.
I mean, at least they're going to actually be a part of WrestleMania, not just sitting on the sideline.
There you go.
So, I mean, the title's not on the line, but at least they're going to actually be involved in some form or fashion. All right, sir, are you ready to talk a little bit of Monday Night Raw?
Let's go, because these notes were...
Ooh, boy. All right, so the final Raw started off with the cutscene of The Rock beating down Cody Rhodes. Then the final boss came out at the beginning of Raw. He talked about how he made that boy bleed, and the only thing left was to get the tears of Mama Rhodes on the weight belt. He then invited the rest of the bloodline out, and Roman claimed that if he loses, he's done in WWE. I mean, really? Come on, man.
I mean, yeah, he's so egotistical as I'm wearing his shirt. He's so egotistical, you know that he's just flat out, I'm not going to lose, so it doesn't matter anyways.
Right, yeah. Anyways, then Rollins would come out of the crowd and challenge The Rock and Roman to whoever had the biggest set of balls to any match of their choosing, and ran their mouths. And as they ran their mouths for a few minutes, then told Rollins that they had other plans, and gave the mic to Solo, and Rollins said, so Solo has the biggest set, and then accepted the match. There's a cut scene to this week where Rhea was on the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Ariel Helwani.
Helwani, okay. Talking about the upcoming match at WrestleMania 40, and Becky video calls in the middle of the interview and says she's outside the building. She then a couple makes her way into the room and confronts Rhea for talking about her daughter, and they begin fighting as the two gentlemen had to separate them. It's definitely going to be a knockdown, drag-out brawl between Mommy and the Man.
Definitely is, man. I can't wait for this match. I've been waiting for it forever. But the real question is, what did Rhea say about Becky's daughter? What was said? Because I've done some research. Me and my wife did some research. We couldn't find anything said. So is this kayfabe? Is this for storyline? Or what happened? If anybody knows, please reach out and let me know.
All right, let us know. We need to know. If we find out, we will update you guys next week after the match to let you know what was said.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's see here. There was a tag match between DIY and Judgment Day. It was a good match, but set up Judgment Day. That's my bad. Couldn't speak for a second.
I thought that was just my notes.
Nope, that was me. That was all me. Set up for them to have momentum going into WrestleMania 40 as they picked up the victory.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's going to be good, dude.
Yes, sir. All right, Sami Zayn had some help getting ready to go against Gunther this past week in the form of Chad Gable. There was where it shows Sami training in a row. Oh, it showed
where it shows Sami.
Okay, where it shows Sami training in a Rocky kind of montage. Yeah, the Rocky montages that everybody likes to do every once in a while. That's good. The week before, Gunther cost him the match against Bronson Reed. So cut back to the first match of the night, where he would try and run it back with Bronson Reed to gain some momentum before WrestleMania. The match was grueling. He was about to get the victory when Gunther came out and threw Chad Gable down the ramp and walked into the back. Gable was on the floor and Sami came on to check on him. Gunther then blindsided Sami with a kick to the face and then a vicious beatdown. Sami is the ultimate underdog. I think he has a chance to steal the show Saturday night.
And those are my words.
Those are his words.
I do think he has a shot to steal the show Saturday night. Mm-hmm. Sami Zayn is your ultimate underdog going into WrestleMania. Nobody has beaten Gunther yet, so you know what? Maybe he can do it.
Yeah.
Maybe he did. And I really love how they pulled the whole Rocky cutscene when they're going into Philadelphia, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That was awesome.
All right. Next up, Lil Wayne was on Raw in Brooklyn, and we know what that means. Usually, WrestleMania brings out the celebrities.
It does, man.
And he told Jay that he'll be at WrestleMania and he'll be releasing his newest song there. Makes you wonder who else might be there. It does make you wonder.
It does.
This is supposed to be the big... Of course, they say this almost every year. This is the biggest WrestleMania of all time.
It's WrestleMania 40, bro. Like, the only thing that's going to get bigger than 40 is 50, bro.
Yeah.
So, we've got like another 10 years before it gets big again. Come on.
Yeah, or it becomes huge.
Huge. It's huge.
It's going to be so huge.
Yep.
And all you'll see on the marquee, WrestleMania L, and you'll be like, what the hell is L?
Right?
No one knows Roman numerals anymore. Unless you're a football fan and pay attention at the Super Bowl.
There you go.
Then you'll know your Roman numerals.
Exactly.
Oh. This means this is just WrestleMania extra large, so it really means. Anyways, I miss being extra
Go
large.
big or go home, bro.
That's my motto. Anyways, that's my muta.
Your muta.
My great muta.
Your great muta.
Alright, here we go. There was a tag match between Ivy Nile, Maxine Dupree, Indy Hartwell, and Candice LeRae. Candice has been on a bit of a mean streak lately, and finally backfired as she sent Ivy flying off the top rope, and she was going up for a move. Ivy confused her partner's dirty actions from the apron and tried to confront her. Maxine would take advantage of the situation by quickly getting in the tag and knocked Candice LeRae off the apron, rolling up Indy for the W.
Yeah, she went over to her. She was a little confused about what she was doing because they're actually supposed to be a face.
Mm-hmm.
And Candice LeRae has been doing some dirty stuff to get the victories on things the past couple weeks. And I think Indy just finally had enough of it, so that's what happened.
All right. That sounds about right. Sometimes if you try to do dirty things and your partner's not really one of those people who like to do it.
Yeah, I love it, Pat. He said, karma. You deserve that, Candice.
Mm-hmm.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, there was a cut scene after where Drew said that CM Punk couldn't make it here, just like he couldn't make it in MMA. He said that Seth Rollins is basically basing his career off of Jared Leto's Joker. That's about right. And he deserves the beating he's going to get. Yeah, his character. Jared Leto's Joker. He's going to get beat on both nights. He'll take that broken old workhorse and put him down once and for good. Amen.
Yeah, man.
A little amen for me there.
No, that's his words.
Oh, that's his?
Amen.
No, he said
he wrote like a eulogy for him is what he did, dude.
Dang.
So Drew McIntyre's not playing around. Drew's ready to take him out, and like I said before, he's the dark horse in this whole thing. Everybody's sleeping on him, and he ain't the person to be sleeping on at all.
All right. Next up, we had Ricochet versus Ivar. Both will be part of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale on SmackDown the night before WrestleMania. Really don't like that you have two nights and you have to put that Battle Royale on SmackDown the night before WrestleMania.
And why couldn't you put it on night one?
Right? Have it on night one.
Like, seriously. I don't understand it either. Especially when you're trying to make this thing legit and make people pay attention to it.
Right.
And you give it something as prestigious as calling it the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Right. Which, honestly, I understand the love and respect for Andre the Giant, but technically, since the person who has one of the most eliminations in those style matches is Kane, shouldn't it be the Kane Memorial?
Come on, bro.
I'm just saying, he has the record for most eliminations.
It doesn't matter. We're talking lineage here, bro. Lineage. Come on, dude.
I'm just saying.
Come on, bro.
I'm just trying to show Kane a little respect, too. Jeez.
Somebody tied Kane's, though. Who did it?
I think wasn't it Roman?
Was it Roman?
I think it was, wasn't it?
Somebody tied him.
I think it was
I'll
Roman.
have to get back to you on that one. I don't remember who it was. I almost want to say... Yeah, it might have been Roman. I don't know. Let's keep
get back
going.
on track. All right. Anyways, let's see here. Ricochet got beat down for most of the match. There was a turning point outside of the ring where Ricochet was knocked down, leaning against the ring LED, and Ivar, sorry, not Ivan, went for a running crossbody towards Ricochet, but Ricochet would move out of the way, which helped him gain back some momentum. Then Ricochet went on the human highlight reel. He ended up picking up Ivar, and doing a fallaway slam. He then did the 630 splash for the W. I think that with his superhuman-like strength and this momentum he has had over the past couple weeks, beating the Judgment Day in singles matches, he is set to be the top candidate for winning the Battle Royal. Oh, yeah.
Definitely, man. I really think that he is ready for this, and they're setting him up with all sorts of momentum, and he's ready for this, bro.
Yeah, well, he was, I would say he was probably number 2 in the fan favorites to challenge for the Intercontinental title against Gunther.
Definitely. There was a lot of people clamoring for him and saying, hey, if it wasn't him, it should have been Chad Gable.
Yeah, it sounded like, from the way I've gathered from a lot of, fans and stuff that I've, and I pay attention to on TikTok and stuff, it sounds like it was Gable, Ricochet, and then I guess you could probably say Sammy was probably the third favorite amongst the crowd.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, Sammy's kind of lost a lot of momentum as far as his win-to-lose ratio and just the momentum with the fans, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
It is what it is, and, we'll see what happens with this, but I really think Ricochet is going to win this Battle Royale, dude. I think it's gonna be cool. And I'm telling you, man, that match had me going, what? All of a sudden, Tara hears me and she's like, what's going on in there? Are you okay? I'm like, I just seen a really good match. I was like, oh my gosh.
This match has been insane.
It was insane, dude. I can't believe that small of a dude could pick up somebody like Ivar.
Right.
Ivar's freaking fall away slamming him. And I'm like, did that just happen?
Ivar's built like me. He's just more muscle than he is fat.
He's a brick, dude.
That's the difference between me and Ivar. He's muscle fat. I'm just fat. He's got actual muscles underneath the fat. I'm just fat.
Well, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah. I'm just saying, though, him and I kind of look like we probably came from the same cloth.
Yeah,
y'all
could be a tag team, but you won't grow a beard, bro.
I'm not growing a beard, dude. The goatee is all you getting. Hello. I don't know who said hi.
Who said what?
People. Well, I've seen people say hi. I said hi. Yes.
That helps. Our helper in there is going, there's people saying hi to you.
Our moderator.
Yeah.
Alex said hi.
Hi, Alex.
Hello, Alex. I don't know who else is here now. Okay, anyways.
Yes, like the live. We love you.
Yes. Keep liking it. It's probably Tara.
Either way.
So then we had a cut to the back where Dominic was introduced Andrade to the Judgment Day to take care of Ricochet. Maybe another match to add. We'll see. We don't know. It could happen. All right. So Becky Lynch came out to the ring to call out Rhea Ripley to fight, and Adam Pearce, of course, would show up with security to ask her to leave the ring because this match is set for WrestleMania. Though, of course, Rhea would show up on the other side of the security, throw her title at Adam Pearce, pushed her way through the security, and the fight was officially on.
Dude, it wasn't just push her way. She was tossing dudes. There was like 15 guys between her and that damn ring, dude, and I went, it's like, I'm just not going to write the whole thing, but there was like 15 dudes between her and that ring, and then when she got to the ring, she took out Becky like, boom.
Dang.
And then Becky rolled around, got up, and then it was just on, dude. It was crazy.
Yeah. That match is going to be insane.
It's going to be, yeah, dude. Especially with those two wrestling minds.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the stuff them two are going to pull off is going to be like, oh my god, dude.
I have a feeling that, I'm not saying the whole pay-per-view or PLE, but at least whichever night, I think they're on night 1, probably going to be the match of the night.
It's going to be one of them, dude, for sure.
For sure. And it might be the match of the night. I'm not saying the whole PLE, because I really do think, however the stipulations goes between Cody Rhodes and Roman, that will probably end up being the whole match. The reason why it's on night 2. The reason why you're going to close out the PLE.
Right.
As long as they don't just wet the bed at the very end like they normally do. Anyways. But, I mean, those two. The man versus mommy. Oh, boy.
Yeah, man. That's going to be crazy, dude.
This is going to be good.
I just want you two ladies to remember that you both have futures. One of you has a child, so think about that before you do anything too stupid. Because these two look like they want to rip each other's heads off.
Don't be surprised if this stipulation of this match ends up becoming its own no holds barred match or something.
Dude, they're going to have to like put some stipulations in so they don't hurt each other. Because, yikes.
Submission only match.
The man wants a piece of mommy really bad.
But remember, mommy's always on top.
So the man takes control. I don't know.
We'll see. All right. Anyways, after pushing the fight was on, they took out each other and security at the same time, and it was just pandemonium. It would spill into the backstage area. The man really does want a piece of mommy. We did some research and couldn't find out exactly what she had said. Of course, we mentioned this earlier about Becky's daughter. But it did light a fire under the Irish last kicker.
Yes, I miss hearing that one all the time. The Irish last kicker.
That was a great one.
She really is, dude. She really is.
I miss her old entrance. I just love that one. The whole thing with the steampunk look and all that.
Dude.
That was just great.
It was cool.
That was just fantastic. I'm like, can we go back?
Can we go back in time just a little bit?
Can we just do that again?
Just go do that.
You can still be the man, but can't you be the man steampunk? Or steampunk man? Right. I mean, come on. It was just cool. Anyways.
Now it's like her and Seth are trying to outdress each other every time they go to the ring. You never know what they're going to wear or what's going to happen.
Right.
And it's like, are you guys like in a competition to see who can be more outlandish every week?
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they need their own like clothing line or like runway show or something because they're just crazy.
The architect and the man clothing line.
Right, there you go.
All right, so Zoe Stark, Tegan Knox, Shayna Baszler would take on Damage Control on Monday night. The Powerhouse team took it to Damage Control right off the bat. Eventually, momentum, though, would swing back in the favor of Damage Control. It has been confirmed that Damage Control will go against Bianca Belair, Naomi, and, of course, Jade Cargill.
Yeah, man, this is cool. I like Jade Cargill, and it's cool to see her. I cannot wait to see her against Bianca Belair, dude.
All right.
That is going to be like my dream match because I've said since day one, I think she's like AEW's Bianca Belair. And I think those two are going to be amazing when they go against each other.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be really good. I kind of feel like she's a modern China.
Yeah.
Where she could, if she wanted to, probably dabble a little bit in taking on the men occasionally.
I definitely can see that. Yeah.
So that's how I'm just viewing it at this time.
Are we flickering?
It said something else up there for a minute. I was just wondering what it was. Anyways, it's going again. It just threw me off because I was like,
probably because it's been doing it so long. It probably had to
take a break for a second. It probably went, woo! These guys are going. All right, so now we're at the main event for Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
So the main event, of course, as we talked about earlier, was Solo versus Seth Rollins. Rollins would take on...
In a bloodline match.
Yeah, would take him on in a bloodline match. And, of course, Seth brought the fight right to outside the ring to Solo with a suicide dive. He would then hit him with chairs, a DDT on a steel chair, and it made that awesome thud sound.
Yeah, and there was a dent in the chair. I was like, what?
Well, of course. There's always got to be a dent in the chair.
Was awesome,
there's no
dude.
point.
The dent was like, yes. The big thud. I'm like,
Seth would then get out a table, but it would backfire Solo Samoan dropped him off the turnbuckle through the table. That Samoan drop, bro. It's crazy. It's almost as out of nowhere as the RKO.
I love it, man. I think that even when I play the video games, things like that, I always like to include that in one of my moves somewhere.
In your moveset somewhere?
It's just one of the moves that's so cool, dude.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's just all of a sudden, whoop!
and it's timeless. They've been doing it for years, but it's still cool every time you see it, and especially when you see somebody go through a table. It's like,
do it again. One more time. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be rooting for this guy. Do it again anyways.
Right.
I'm supposed to be rooting for your opponent. Do it again anyways. I want to see it. It's almost like just seeing Orton just start arcing over everybody. When you're like, all right, I'm rooting for Orton, and then all of a sudden he just RKOs over everybody. He don't care.
Yeah.
RKO's the ref, RKO's his opponent. If he's in a tag match, he RKO's his tag team partner because it's Orton.
RKO's for everybody. You get RKO. You get an RKO.
Everybody gets an RKO. Did I put this in your face again? My bad.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, I did that last
We're
time.
a little crazy, bro. It's alright.
Should have done it this way. My bad. Anyways, I lost my spot. Then the steel steps were used by both men, of course. I love it. I mean, steel steps obviously is going to be used. What I still find interesting, I know this was a bloodline match, so it didn't matter in this case. But why is it that you can still pick up the steel steps and hit somebody with it if it's not a freaking no holds barred or undisqualified?
That is one of the weirdest.
Or is it because it's technically part of the ring? Is that their loophole?
I don't know, dude. Because I mean, honestly, think about it. You can like, say somebody takes off the turnbuckle pad.
Yeah.
Okay, you can get disqualified for that.
Yeah, that's true.
But why is it, you are right, this is a good argument.
Yeah.
Why is it you can use the steel steps in almost every situation?
Right. Now sometimes they won't pick them up if it's a no disqualification.
No, they'll just throw them.
But they'll throw them against it.
Yeah.
Just smash their head on it if they can. But I still don't get it. It's like, but it's still technically a weapon.
Yeah.
Even if you're using... And like they'll do it, and same with technically with the announce table.
It just makes no sense, bro.
Because technically that's still a weapon. It's not a tables match. You're not supposed to be putting them through a table if there's if there's things that can get you disqualified.
The only time you get disqualified, I think most times is maybe in a video game. But like if you see it on TV, they never get disqualified for it.
Well, you know what they say. Only if you have EA Sports, if it's in the game, it's in the game,
right?
So guess what? 2K is 2K, it's not in the game. It's not their slogan.
You're lacking, dude. 2K. What the heck, bro?
Anyways, that was fun. I'm just saying. I'm sorry for that little rant, but it throws me every time. It's just like I understand in this aspect it wouldn't have mattered because it is bloodline rules. There are basically no rules. The rule is don't die.
It does get you thinking, like, what the heck?
Right. Anyways, so then another table was brought in by Seth. He would eventually hit a powerbomb, then a curb stomp, which should have ended it. But because of the bloodline rules, Jimmy would show up. And then he would take out Seth. But Jay would be not too far behind to help take on Jimmy. As they both started fighting towards the backstage, we see Jay get thrown back onto the ramp as The Rock walks out.
Right.
And then, of course, he beats him up. And I loved how Chris came with this comment, but it changed his comment into being null and point in a few minutes after that. Why does no one fight back against The Rock? Well, eventually, they would fight back against The Rock.
I said that, and then a couple minutes later it happened, but I'm just thinking about that because you've seen what he did to Cody Rhodes a couple weeks ago, and he didn't even fight back at all. It's like he just took the beating. He didn't like swing at him. I don't care if you're blindsided by it or not. It's like instinct is to fight back, and he didn't do none of it.
Absolutely. So anyways. So of course then he comes down and starts taking on Seth by himself. Cody would though show up to even the odds and went for a rock bottom on the announce table. The Rock, though, would counter due to Roman Reigns showing up from the crowd and grabbing Cody and pulling him off the announce table. Let's see here. Then they commenced to beating the holy hell out of both Seth Rollins and Cody, and by the end of the night, they were just whipping them both with the weight belt. There's no real winner. It is a preview for what's to come night 1, and how will Cody and Seth Rollins make it to night 2. I guess we'll have to tune in at WrestleMania 40 to find out.
Is this
On
a
the-
preview?
Peacock.
Yes, on the Peacock.
On the Peacock.
On the Peacock while we're on the clapper. Anyways, yeah.
You took that way too wrong. My bad. Your bad.
No,
I was trying to make. I was trying to make.
It's good, bro.
I was trying to make a nice little joke, and you had to ruin it.
Hey, man. I was just adding to it, bro.
Of course, they have this in a rare order, don't they?
Yeah, they probably do. They usually do.
Why? Because we know the freaking tag.
I mean, all
matches.
we really have to do is just name off the matches. We've already talked about everything. So.
Yeah, but okay. So, anyways, go ahead and finish your comment while I look this over.
My comment. What am I saying? Oh yeah. What did I?
About the beatdown and how it's looking to going into WrestleMania.
Yeah, man. I hope this isn't a preview of what's to come, man.
It's
Because I
looking like
really
it.
think it is looking like it, and I think that I don't know how Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins is gonna make it to night 2 and be able to win.
Right.
I don't know how. It's going to be a miracle if both of them pull it off.
It's going to be a miracle either way. I mean, it's just going to be.
And if they're not going to, have any,
Yeah.
they're not going to have any freaking offense. Like, what are we going to do? Watch them just get beat the whole freaking time?
Well, remember, sometimes defense wins championships, bro.
Then there's that.
Sometimes you just got to be on the defensive.
There you go.
All right, sir. So, are we ready to give some predictions for WrestleMania?
Let's go.
All right. So, prediction number 1 for the Women's World Championship, champion Rhea Ripley takes on the man Becky Lynch. Chris, who you got?
Oh man, this one's hard, dude. Cause I like them both. If I would have to choose, I would have to say. I kind of want Becky to win, but I kind of don't know if she can beat Mommy. I think Mommy stays on top.
Wow.
I want Becky to win, but I think Mommy stays on top.
So, I'm more of a Becky Lynch fan than Rhea Ripley, and I don't want this.
I don't think this has anything to do with being a bigger fan.
I'm
of
not saying that. I'm just
anyone
saying.
else. I'm just saying I don't think she can do it.
I'm just saying what I'm saying. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, let me say what I'm saying. I've actually been a very big advocate for Rhea Ripley. I think it took too long for her to win a title. I really do. That's my personal opinion. Because I enjoyed what she's done. And so, almost any other time, I would probably be all aboard the Rhea Ripley train. Be like, woo woo, let's go, mommy. But I liked Becky first.
I know, right? Becky is...
And it's weird because they almost mirror themselves in a just kind of a different way. They're both kind of on the extreme opposite ends of the mirror, but their parallels are so similar. Look how long it took Rhea to get going and really get taking off and finally getting her title.
Same way with Becky, yeah.
When Becky finally got called up to the main roster, it took forever, it seemed like. There was a point where a lot of people were thinking Becky was about to get fired because it didn't seem like she was ever going to get over any hurdles to become champion. And then she finally did it. And then the crowd was like, finally, thank you, Jesus, this is what we've been waiting for.
Right.
And when it finally started rolling. And so it's they parallel in that aspect while they're on opposite ends of the spectrum because, Lynch is the tactician, basically, I kind of view her as the female version of a modern day Bret Hart. She kind of just does everything that she needs to do to win.
She definitely does.
And in a tactful manner. Where I would say Rhea is almost kind of, I don't want to say it this way because I'm not trying to say this badly because I know how much we don't care for this wrestler in particular, but just because of her raw strength and power, she kind of reminds me a little bit of the female version and more likable version in my aspect of Brock Lesnar a little bit. A little bit.
I mean, in the same aspect that really she does not have the longest match she had was in Australia.
Yeah.
Against Nia Jax.
Yeah.
And she actually went the distance there.
Yeah, she did.
But
that's the hometown.
But
that's the home country.
That's the hometown, home country, and let's be honest. Nia Jax, is she really in the shape to go
that long? No.
That long?
No, she's not either.
You know, Becky Lynch is like Sami Zayn, the ultimate underdog, and her stamina, dude. She can go forever.
So I think Becky can pull it off.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I have a hard time with this one because I want to see Becky win.
Yeah.
But like you said, Rhea's kind of like the Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
So, is it gonna go down the way we actually want it to, or is Rhea gonna hold on to the title?
Yeah. The only good thing is though is that she is the Brock Lesnar version, but still there. Not the late in his career Lesnar who
she's still there.
Only shows up whenever.
She's pretty much the leader of the Judgment Day.
Yep. Because mommy's.
I guess if you want to say there's a leader at this point, because I think right now with WrestleMania going on, there's so many different aspects going on.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Dom, tagging up with the whatever they call him. The Tasman.
Oh, the Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tagging up with him to take on freaking.
Well, I mean, everybody's involved in their own stuff this weekend.
I mean, and like really, the dark horse with that one too is Damian Priest.
Right.
I mean, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna cash in somewhere?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna talk about their match right now. So the Undisputed Tag Team Championship, which is a 6-pack ladder challenge, will have the Judgment Day putting both tag titles on the line, Raw and Smackdown, taking on DIY, The New Day, Awesome Truth, A-Town Down, which is Waller and Dipshit. Sorry.
Waller and Theory. Yeah.
And New Catch Republic. Oh, so it wasn't Angel Garza and the other guy did not win, so it was New Catch Republic.
Yeah, it was New Catch Republic that won.
Oopsie. Maybe I misread what you put on there. That's my fault. So, here's the interesting thing. Everybody's been saying, and it was said on Monday night this past week, that both sets of titles will be hanging, and the match is not over until both sets of titles are pulled down.
When they say both sets... Yeah.
I think this is where we're going to finally see the tag titles split. Not saying Judgment Day can't retain one of them, or even both, but I have an inkling that it's at least going to be a split. Whether Judgment Day keeps one, let's hear your thoughts first, Chris.
I think that, the Judgment Day are really in a bad spot here, dude.
Yeah.
You've got 5 other teams coming after your gold.
Yeah.
And, you've taken out everyone, yes, in the tag team division. I'll give them that.
Right.
And they've done it where they're not really being shady. They just come up with wins.
Mm-hmm.
But when you've got 5 other teams who are hungry,
yeah,
I don't. And not only that, but Damian Priest, where's his mind at?
Right.
Where's his mind at in all this?
Because he's watching.
Because he could be like, I don't even care, dude. I'm not going to come out and help you guys. I'm not going to do this. And, I think that in all actuality, they have a chance of losing the title. And they're going to. I think they can lose both sets of titles.
Yeah. So it's definitely a possibility. Do you have a prediction on who you think's going to at least, how it's going to go down?
I really don't know in this one. There's too many teams.
Too many variables.
To really make a good prediction with this, because ladder matches are all crazy, dude. It's never who we think it's going to be unless that person or that team has been pushed to no end. And then you're like, okay, I get who's winning. But all these guys, they've all been kind of pushed in different ways.
Yeah.
So
I think we can probably safely say if by some chance that Judgment Day does not retain any of the titles that are, of this title match, we're probably going to see the dissolve of Judgment Day in the coming weeks. And if that's the case, if this is how it's going to be, they don't walk out as champion at all out of this tag match, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see both crowd favorites win this. The latest crowd favorite being pushed, of course, is the Awesome Truth. Ever since Truth has come back, been oddly involved with the Judgment Day the way he has been, it wouldn't surprise me if they walk out with the title. And of course, we always know that a crowd pleaser is the ones that don't you dare be sour. Clap for your world WWE Tag Champions and feel the power.
I don't think so.
You don't think New Day wins any of the titles?
Maybe one set. Because it is.
I'm saying this is probably
New Day, but what I'm saying.
I'm not saying they're going to come out undisputed.
We're sleeping on DIY.
DIY?
Or DIY.
Yeah.
DIY.
Yeah.
Because
it's true too.
Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, that's a great
Come
team.
on, bro.
I'm just
and
saying.
not only that, but the crowd loves them, dude.
That's true.
And they do some pretty cool stuff in the ring. I'm really looking forward to see them grow on the, as far as on the roster, things like that. They've both done their own stuff, like single, being singles competitors, but finally they're back together. And they're finally getting the good push under Triple H.
Yeah.
So.
And we know how much Triple H actually loved those guys because you saw the early WWE 205, which was the cruiserweight they had going on for a little while.
The 205 Live.
Yeah, the 205 Live. It started really with the tournament they had for the championship. So that's when we really got to see how much they truly were loving those two.
Yeah.
Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. So
it's just it's gonna be crazy, bro.
So you think DIY, if the tag title split, you're feeling DIY will probably take one of the pairs?
Yeah, and then maybe New Day
or Awesome Truth.
I don't even count in Awesome Truth.
You're not
counting them in.
I'm just saying because they're a crowd favorite. I know I don't care for the Miz either.
Nope. I think Triple H is trying to kind of move away from doing completely what Vince did, and that's kind of why I'm kind of worried that New Day might not even come up with it. But I think DIY.
Yeah.
And then maybe Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates.
So the New Catch Republic and DIY would be your okay. That's
it's different, Wyatt.
True.
So
that's true.
And they are good. They're good tag teams, bro. If you watched any of their matches,
I have.
They're pretty good.
The only reason why I also say crowd favorites because we also know not all the time did Vince always go with the crowd favorite.
Then there's that.
So that's why I say crowd favorites would be the kind of option there, in my opinion. All right, so next up, the tag team match between Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar.
Santos Escobar.
Who you got?
I say Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio all the way, man.
You think you can be absolutely?
You can't bet against Rey Mysterio, especially at WrestleMania, dude.
Not betting against Rey. And also, he ain't gonna let his son tie this record up at 1-1.
Nope.
Especially at WrestleMania, it ain't happening.
Nope.
Not happening, bud. It's just not gonna happen there. All right, and now it's our fight. I mean, brother versus brother. Just kidding. So Jimmy versus Jay, a matchup that's been brewing for quite some time. Chris, who you got?
I'm taking Yeet. Jay Uso all day.
You have some people.
Oh yeah, I see people. Anyways, I mean, I'll be shocked. The only way I see Jimmy winning is if Solo gets involved in this.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's Jay all day. Unless
he's the more experienced, singles wrestler. he's actually proving himself against Roman.
Yeah.
I really don't think Jimmy has a real he has no yeet and he has no chance.
I don't know. He just doesn't feel oozy anymore.
No, he doesn't feel oozy at all.
Anyways,
if you can't even yeet, you're not oozy.
Yeah, you're not oozy anymore. I wouldn't also see the thing that I don't like about this match, being probably an early enough match in the night, is because it would cause a problem later on in the match down the road. But it wouldn't also surprise me if Solo says he's done with everybody and just kind of betrays Jimmy, but then also just leaves after that. Yeah. Not really help Jay, because he's not been enjoying the shenanigans of Jimmy the past month and a half. And so it's just kind of feeling like if we're going to see a turn by Solo, it might be a good turn to kind of go solo, pun intended, of course, because that's how I roll. Yeah. That it's time for him to really go solo, and this would be a good opportunity for him. But I just don't know, because it might not tie in properly into the storyline in any form.
Who knows, man? I really think Solo is a good talent, and I think that, I think he's being utilized as more the enforcer. Of course, that's what they call him. But
yeah,
I really think that on his own, he could contend for Gunther.
Yeah,
he could contend for that IC title. He could. He could take on somebody for the World Heavyweight title. Hell, I think he could even take on Roman if he really wanted to. But, I know it's kind of one of the things where he's a younger superstar. They're trying to groom him. They're trying to bring him up. But you are right. He's getting to that point where he looks like he don't want to do shit for anybody anymore. He just wants to do his own thing. So, Solo, go Solo.
All right, next up. The 6-woman tag match, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi taking on Damage Control, Asuka, Dakota Kai, and Kairi Sane. Chris, who you got?
The fact that the Kabuki Warriors are the tag champs, or, Asuka is who she is, that doesn't make a difference to me. They're very small compared to their opponents, and I'm sorry, but you're not going to let Jade Cargill lose her first match in WWE, especially when she was in AEW. She had
that streak
going on. I think they're going to continue the streak until she ends up going against Rhea or whoever's the champion at that point in time.
Yeah. Also, WWE's been known to also say if a person who's on an undefeated streak does lose, but it's in a tag match and also wasn't the pinnee.
They weren't pinned, yeah.
Or submitted, they can say it wasn't my fault.
But you think they're going to let them lose? I don't think they'll lose.
I would be really shocked to see, because the only one that has the capability of technically matching strength for a little bit is Asuka.
Yeah.
But Naomi is a little... I think her and Naomi almost balance each other out power-wise. And then Bianca and Jade,
yeah.
That's too much power. That's just too much.
Yeah, there's a lot of power there.
The only way I can see Damage Control winning is if Io Sky somehow manages to come out to cost, the other three the match in some shape or form. That's the only way. Otherwise, I'll be shocked if they lose straight up.
Yeah, that's
to the Kabuki Warriors.
You are right, because that also plays a big factor, because having that many people in a match sometimes is hard to keep control of. So if this is like a tag match, I mean, you basically, I think for these matches they need 2 different referees, so you have eyes on. That's been everybody.
That's been my proponent for a very long time.
It's just one referee. No, there's gonna be some crap going on that we're both gonna be like,
yeah,
come on, bro.
All right. Intercontinental Champion Gunther taking on the ultimate underdog of this generation. It seems like Sami Zayn. Our generation's is Rey Mysterio,
Yep.
by the way, if you didn't know that. But this generation's, right now, Sami Zayn. I could comfortably say that.
I can too. At first there for a while, I didn't care for Sami Zayn, but he's grown on me.
I didn't like
I don't know
Conspiracy Zayn.
Yeah, I don't know. He's grown on me. I don't know if it's a good thing or if it's a fungus, but he's grown on me. I actually really did like him in NXT, and I think as far as since he's gotten to the main roster and now Triple H is actually in full control.
Right.
If you've noticed, Triple H is pushing the guys that he pushed in NXT. He is now pushing on the main roster, and they're doing a lot better.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know, man. Gunther.
That's a tall mountain to climb.
That's a tall mountain to climb, and let's be honest. I thought that Gunther was going to be eventually the one to go against Roman. I mean, they both have streaks.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I don't know. I want to say Sammy could win this one, but I think Gunther is just he's a little more ruthless and powerful, so I don't really think he's going to end up winning.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard one. That's a tough mountain to climb. I mean, that's almost trying to climb Everest.
Yeah.
And right now, Roman's technically Everest, so, I mean, what is Gunther probably Mount Kilimanjaro, maybe? I don't know. Another dangerous peak to try to climb.
Right.
I mean, or the Alps. It could just be the Alps, period.
The Alps.
Well, I'm just saying, because, she's supposed to be German now.
Right.
Never know what he is anymore. He was freaking English in NXT and winning the NXT North American title or North Atlantic title, whatever it was, and now all of a sudden he's German.
Walter.
Yeah, it was when he was Walter.
Now he's Gunther.
Now he's Gunther and he's German. I'm like, where did that
it's
come
not
from?
even Gunther, it's Gunther.
It's Gunther.
Gunther.
Anyways. So yeah, I mean, I just have a hard time with that. And my life's trying to die.
Why is it?
Because we haven't done anything in a while.
That's odd.
Yours is going to probably do it here in a second too, because...
Should I tap the screen?
Yeah, tap it. Maybe that'll help.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
There, I give it a little tappy.
A little tap, tap, tap.
Tapperoo.
That's a preview for number 2, Happy Gilmore. Anyways. He's not in it, I'm just saying. It's a tap. Anyways.
Little tap.
Alright, so the main event of night 1, of course, will be the tag match between Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes and The Rock and Roman Reigns. The winner of the match will get to determine how the main event in night 2 will go between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Will we have the Bloodline Rules match, or will we have a straight up one-on-one Bloodline band match?
Well, going by what we've seen on Monday.
What we've seen
bro.
the past couple of Mondays.
I'm kind of scared to see what happens with this.
Yeah.
But I really think that the Bloodline wins on that one. I think it also builds for a better storyline.
Yeah.
It makes it more interesting.
So that you went too far.
What did I do?
You gotta put it in the spot.
Of course I gotta put it in the spot.
I think you got it. You did it. Good job.
I did it.
Anyways.
Yeah, make crazy legs and my shaky hands over here going like this. Alright?
Well, I went on mine. You can do yours.
There you go.
I mean, the way things have been moving and grooving up on this point, yeah, turning back a little bit toward, not that much. There you go. Anyways, the way the things have been moving and grooving lately, we're getting to Bloodline Rules. There's no way these two are winning this match. You just kind of hope they're not too beaten up for night 2. Otherwise, it's gonna be bad.
Definitely.
Very bad. How bad? Very bad.
Very bad.
Very bad. Speaking of night 2, shall we?
Let's go.
Alright, night 2. The matches. And obviously not in order, but we do know what the main event is, so we're going to just have fun with that. Here we go. Oh, hey, look, they have the team name. We'll get to that. World Heavyweight Champion Seth frickin' Rollins will take on the Scottish Terminator. Sorry, almost wrongfully marked him.
Yeah.
My bad. Scottish Terminator, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I think Drew McIntyre wins this one, bro. Let's be honest. Seth Rollins has been on a tear, and he's really been dealing with a lot of injuries. And I think he needs to take some time off. Even if he loses, I'm not going to be mad about it or upset. He needs to take some time off to help himself heal.
Yeah.
To help himself, get back to wrestling ring shape. Even though he can wrestle, he doesn't show like he's hurting because he's a tough dude.
Yeah.
But I think it's time for him to give up the reins for a little while and go home.
Yeah, give up the Roman for a little bit. Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
He's still, I think really, all actuality, I'm wearing the Roman shirt, but I still think as far as title defenses, as far as, being the workhorse for WWE, he's that.
Seth Rollins.
So there you go.
All right. Also, for my prediction, I actually think Seth is going to win. And the only reason why I think Seth is going to win is because the person that we do not care for at all has made his presence felt, and he will make it felt again at Philadelphia on WrestleMania Night 2 when he comes out to screw Drew McIntyre out of his championship, so that way he's the one that tries to dethrone Seth Rollins, and that, of course, is CM Punk. I'm just seeing it, bro.
Filthy Phil.
Yep. You're
filthy Phil.
That's just how I see it going.
That's all I'm going to call him from now on is Filthy Phil, because I just...
Call him Filthy Phillip.
Filthy Phillip.
You don't even get the cool, shortened nickname of Phil. You get Phillip.
Filthy Phillip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Say that 5 times fast. No, thank you. That's the only reason why. I mean, otherwise, if it's straight up, no interference, it will be Drew. But I just have this down in my pit, in my gut. Sister says, Cookie Monster Punk, because that's why he's named CM Punk, will be out to screw over Drew McIntyre.
Unfortunately, it sucks to think, but you're probably... I would say at least 80% right. We'll see what happens with it.
Of course, there's also still that good chance that neither one of them walk out as champion. Because Senor Money in the Bank. Though I did like the interesting fan theory that came out recently about that too. So I was watching this on TikTok. I should have shared it too, but I forgot to. Someone believes that the whole thing is boiling down to actually Finn Balor walking out his World Heavyweight title, because a lot of people believe because he gave them the new briefcase that says Senior Money in the Bank, and no one knows what happened to the original Money in the Bank briefcase, that he either pulled an old switcheroo or gave him a fake contract that was in there, and he has the real contract and Money in the Bank.
That's a good fan theory, but,
that is.
But we also do know that Edge used to take his Money in the Banks and change them up and make them look cool. So
that's true.
Who knows what happens with it? But if Balor did that, that would be so evil, but cool.
And be the official final nail on the Judgment Day.
That would be that'd be the end of it. That'd be the squash. It'd be done.
Yeah, and then of course you can then sit there and have him and, because I honestly think if McIntyre does not walk out as champion, we can probably attribute that to probably being his last WrestleMania in WWE for probably a while. I'm not saying his very last, but I think he'll probably move on.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because we keep hearing rumors that his contract ends shortly after WrestleMania, but we still haven't heard about an extension possibly popping out. So,
and hello everybody.
Yes, hello.
Join in. Hello, how are you?
How's
Thank
it
you
going?
for joining. For those of you that don't know that on our lives, we are actually doing an actual podcast. It is actually being recorded. So if we're not totally being talkative with you guys, that's why.
Someone said hi to me too. Hello. Wait, what was that? Oh wait, I think that person's a friend of both of ours.
Sweet.
Quantum. But I think, yeah, I recognize that. I think that's one of mine too. So I think we're both friends with that one.
Nice.
Hello.
Hello.
Because they've also been in my life.
They're jumping back and forth. What's up?
Go to 4pillar.sports and follow us there, please.
Please do.
So that way we can get rid of all these multi-cameras.
Right? If we could go live on
just one,
that would be great.
That would be excellent. By the way, check out what Chris did for us, though. To sign up, by the way, want to take the time and give you a nice round of applause. That was your doing. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
What's up?
Our lights.
Oh, the setup?
Our setup.
Yeah,
that's
man.
you,
That's
bud.
all me, dude. I decided, hey, the podcast needed some flair to it. I wanted to get people to come in, say hi.
Will do.
And, and look at it, because, we're big sports fans, and that's the biggest part of it. And, I think when we started the podcast, we weren't sure where we were going with it, and now we know.
Yep, we know now.
We know what we're doing, we know where we're going, and we're very excited. So it's time to make an investment, and here you go.
Yes, I really love our new setup.
I love it
fantastic.
Too. It's awesome.
All right, sir, let's get back to these matches.
Let's go.
We're way over time.
We are.
All right, the final testament, which is what you were trying to think of earlier.
Yes, I was trying to think
Cross and Northern Pains will be taking on Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits in the Philadelphia Street Fight. I don't care who wins this. I think the fans will win this match.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
because it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. But if I had to choose, I would say
you're gonna make me choose
the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley, only because they are all former champions and they have the experience. So there you go.
There you go. I'm gonna just go with that too because that's who I'd rather win.
I mean, but Killian Cross, AOP, they're big dudes, so you never know what's going to happen with it. But it's going to be a good knockdown, drag out. It's going to be like Titans going at it, dude, because they're all big.
Yeah.
So there you go.
The release the Kraken.
Right?
Bobby Lashley will be the Kraken. Release the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
All right, so next up we will, of course, have Mr. LA Knight taking on Mr. Mom. AJ Styles.
Mom.
You still look, I don't care how heel you look now, AJ, you still look like soccer mom.
I think I sent you a video the other day. Somebody called him a soccer mom.
Yes.
And I sent you a video. I don't know if you've seen it, but I sent it to you because I was like, oh, soccer mom. I should have put it in the caption or wherever because I know I send you a bunch of stuff a lot. Yeah. So there you go.
I'll find it and I'll watch it and I'll be like, yes! They agree with me. Soccer mom. Of course, I keep calling people these weird things, and then all of a sudden they pop up out of nowhere too. For other people calling it, and like, I was one of the first to call Heyman the Walrus.
And this whole thing with social media, dude. Social media is so crazy anymore.
Yeah.
You even it feels like you even think something, and your phone will come up with an ad or, hey, do you like this? Mm-hmm. Here, check this out. It's like, oh crap, dude. Yes. Like I can't even think anymore.
All right, next up for the United States Championship, a triple threat match. Champion Logan Paul taking on the Viper Randy Orton. And of course, fight KO, Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I think that Randy Orton wins this.
Boomba.
Okay. Pumbaa. And when it was Chris Jericho and KO, it was
Timon and Pumbaa.
Yeah. They actually had some good segments, though. They were hilarious. I actually enjoyed their little tidbits.
Yeah, it was fantastic. But yeah, I'm going with Randy Orton as well. I mean, I just don't see how you let Logan Paul walk out as United States champion. I still feel bad because it's like, I don't want to see Randy as a mid-card champion. I want to see him as a big time champion. Somebody's got to beat Ric Flair. And it ain't Cena, because he ain't wrestling.
Yeah, Cena's not coming back.
So it's like, if you just let Cena do it, then I'd be over it. But you're not doing it. We got to have someone do it. And no, I'm not counting Charlotte. I don't care what you say. Charlotte's, whenever she hits 17, I don't count. I'm not counting it. Because it's for the men's side. We'll just say, overall, yes. But overall, for the men's side.
But for the men's side,
I want to
see somebody to
beat it.
But he's only, was he like at 13?
Orton, I thought he was at 14.
I thought he was at like 13.
You might be right.
So, I mean, either way, that means he's got to drop the title. It went it a couple more times.
Shh, it's okay.
So, I mean,
it's okay.
Come on, WWE. Give it to Randy Orton. He's never gone anywhere. He's always been with the company.
Yeah, well, anytime he was gone, he was hurt.
And he didn't go to freaking Hollywood. He didn't take off, so.
Sorry, we have a cat trying to be Kuja.
Yeah, my cat is like, if he wants my attention, he will.
It's your girl.
Is it Zoe?
Yeah, it's your girl, Zozo.
Come here, Zoe. Come on, Zoe.
She's like, thank you.
How you doing? What's up, boo-boos?
All right, you ready to talk the women's?
All right, let's go.
Bayley versus Io Sky, the women's champion. Who you got, Chris?
Bayley. Bayley all day for the experience and the fact that, since Damage Control has pretty much turned their back on her, been talking trash about her. Didn't know that she spoke the language too.
Or at least understood it.
Understood it. So, yeah.
Because she didn't have Shohei Ohtani's translator.
But, it's like, you don't do that to somebody, especially somebody that's trying to bring you up. And I know, I get it. I get what Io said about, hey, she wanted to make herself relevant again, so she helped push us along. She's got a big ego.
Yeah.
And in a way, Bayley has proven to have a big ego. But I think at the same time, she knows she's coming to the later parts of her career.
True.
She wants to go back to being that fan favorite because she was so good at it, dude. She's amazing.
So, what do you think is bigger, her butt or her ego?
I'm not at liberty to say. I might get in trouble. So, there you go.
I'll go with butt. Anyways, that's just my opinion. All right, next up and finally, the main event of WrestleMania. Does Cody finally finish the story in what we suspect to be a Bloodline Rules match? Or does Roman stay in the WWE and retain to be the undisputed WWE Universal, that's too many freaking lines, champion?
Well, yeah. There's like another dark horse here we're not even speaking about just quite yet.
Who's that?
There was a signing just a couple of days ago, bro.
There's a signing?
There was a signing, dude.
Who got signed?
And I think if everybody knows.
Who is it?
If you're a wrestler fan, you know.
Who?
It's
who? Is it maybe 3 initials?
It might be. He's kind of the asshole too.
He's kind of a big asshole.
Yeah.
Really big asshole.
But we all like him for that reason.
That's the reason why you like his assholes, that niche. Talk about ego too, by the way. That ego is definitely bigger than Bayley's.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Yeah.
MJF, dude.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
sucking up himself.
Cody either is gonna have a thorn in his side or a best friend, an ally, to have his back for this match.
Yeah.
Yeah. You shared a tweet with me today.
From MJF.
Who
retweeted The Rock.
So.
Who retweeted another tweet. So I'm like, this is like fourth wall break after fourth wall break. It's like 16 walls.
So the real question is MJF on Cody's side? Because we know when AEW started, they were buddies. And then eventually MJF turned on him. Hey, man. The best rivalries
Are always
are
best
usually
friends.
best friends in real life.
Hashtag or slash brothers.
in wrestling. Yeah.
Slash brothers.
There you go.
Usos.
So
Sorry,
it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with this. I think that Cody's got a lot on his plate, but I do think that it's time for Roman to give up the reins, so to speak.
Pun intended?
Yes, pun intended.
Nice.
Time for him to give up the reins and
Oh, man, you
take
and I,
his ball and go home for a little bit,
right? But you and I, we're so punny.
right? Especially for this one.
Ah, I love
I don't get it, dude.
it. I couldn't help myself.
Right.
You know me, I like puns, man. Oh, so much puns, I should be in the pun penitentiary. Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
okay. All right, now it's just getting weird.
Oh, man, did I go too far again? My bad. But, man, I'm looking forward to this weekend. This is going to be...
It's gonna be fun, dude.
It should live up to the hype, hopefully.
Sorry, guys. I'm the cat door opener. I'm opening the door for the cat. So
Yeah,
I'm
he's the doorman
I'm over
for the
here,
animals.
back over here. What's up? How you doing?
This way, that way, this way, that way.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, ba-da, ba-da, doo-da-doo, doo-doo-doo. Okay, I think we just kicked everybody off with that stupid dance of mine. So after that one, I don't know. Whose sons? Oh, Tara went, woo!
What's up?
I think she said, woo!
Hooty hoo? What?
Woo! Oh, man, so I'm looking forward to it. You're looking forward to it. We're all should be looking forward to this one.
Mania XL. What's up? Let's do this.
That's
I
right.
can't wait, man.
In Philadelphia at the Lincoln Financial Stadium. I think it's still the Link.
Either way, whatever.
Yeah.
At
Cue the Rocky
At the
montage.
stadium. There you go.
At the stadium where the Philadelphia Eagles play. Hence the coloration of the match sign. And of course their actual WWE logo matches their colors as well. Excuse me. And of course I'm sure we'll probably see some Philadelphia Eagles there.
We will.
Maybe we'll see a Kelsey brother there.
That would be awesome.
Thought it was funny that the new running back traded already talking about a retirement. We'll talk about that at some other point because
Come on,
we're
man.
in wrestling.
Don't go anywhere. We love you.
I want somebody good to block for me.
Yeah.
Someone said hi, sweetie, to you. Who's that? I don't know who that is.
Hello. How are you?
Hello?
Oh, that's Jessica's mom, Paris.
Oh,
Mama Paris. Mama Paris, how are you?
hello. Hello.
But
Anyways,
yeah, I mean, I can't wait, dude. WrestleMania 40 is going to be fun.
it is. It's going to be fantastic. We hope you all enjoy. We hope you enjoyed this podcast. We'll be back, of course, next week, and we're going to recap WrestleMania.
Yes. And hopefully it won't be as long next time, but, kind of wanted to make sure you guys had a good storyline, and it was just fun. It was fun to talk about. I had a good time. What about you?
I had a blast.
I know, bro.
I'm so looking forward to next week so we can really deep dive into this pay-per-view. What? You can do that all you want. But anyways, so that'll do it for us tonight. Tune in next week, baby. Alright, guys. What is up?
What's up, everybody?
How you all
I
doing?
should stay live for a little bit just to see if anybody jumps in, says hi, that type of thing. That
Anybody
would be
have any
nice.
questions, comments, concerns? I'm not as white this week. I've been getting a little sun.
Little son, been going out to church, getting some
Yep,
sun.
our church has been outdoors lately, so it's giving me some sun. It's giving me some complexion. I'm not a ghost anymore. I can make me look like a ghost, though. Turn my light back on, turn it on full blast white, and BAM! Ghost.
Oh, hey.
So-
My pops is in
Late for the show for you? Yeah, you're late. What the heck, man?
very late. What's up, Dad?
It's way not past your bedtime. It's still 7-something on your side of the country. What's up with that? Huh? It's his fault.
But check this out. We have a new setup. It looks so nice.
Yeah, Bill, you like the new setup? It's cool. That was all your son's idea. You missed that awesome thing I gave him. His
Little
appreciation.
shout out.
His
Little
little-
appreciation.
Tune in next week. Sorry if you're hearing this. I just had to hear the dead air so I can cut it. So I didn't overcut this. Gotta edit this a little bit.
And if you guys want to, find us anywhere on any platform that has a podcast, we are on there. We are 4 Pillar Sports.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Sorry, I will not do any more Rainy Macho Man. Looks amazing. Thanks, man. You're in bed, not feeling well. Oh, sorry you're not feeling well, Bill.
I'm sorry, Dad. I hope you feel better soon. Many prayers.
Oh.
And
What do you got? The new COVID?
or no. Don't say that. You might get us kicked off here, bro.
I've done worse.
That C word, that Rona.
Gracias. De nada. Oh, excuse me a second. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm going to be over here messing around with our podcast for a moment. Chris, keep the people entertained.
Keep the people entertained. Am I really good at that?
Or you're going to have
to. Maybe during TikToks I'm good at that, but other than that, I'm not sure if I'm that great with it.
You're going to have to be today.
Usually, bro, I'm pretty quiet in lives by myself.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, I do have this right. I had to make sure I had this right. I thought I had this backwards for a second. I don't. I'm good. Oh,
how many people we got in here? How many?
You have one officially in yours. I have 2 in mine officially.
You have 2 in yours.
I don't know who else besides your dad's in mine.
I don't know if we don't have anybody on the clapper.
No.
Nobody on the clapper. What the heck?
Next time when you sign out of this one, make sure you check your stats before you go all the way out.
Well, that one? Yeah.
Yeah, on the clapper. Just
see if we got any views on it or anything.
Yeah. Probably saw my ugly butt and took off. They're like, oh my God. What is that? It's really ugly.
I'm sorry it took so long, bro.
It's okay.
Dude, it was like an all-day process doing the notes and all that.
Well, between that, not only just that, it was just the fact that we really got into it. You know how we are when we get into our
groove. Yeah, when it's right before a pay-per-view or
we're
a
into
big game or something like that, we just get way too into it.
We're just like, boom, dropping everything on you. Word. I don't know. They're gonna ban me just for being stupid on here. Just watch. Your life has been banned. Why? You're stupid. Okay. Makes sense.
Doesn't make sense, bro.
For me, yeah.
You're not stupid, bro.
That's debatable. So we're gonna do S1, E4 on this, so I don't have to type out a bunch of crap. And you're gonna export like a good boy. Hopefully. I'm going to unplug your...
I don't think we have the AC
mic
on, or the AC's not on. It just feels warm in here.
There's nothing on in here. Ugh. Sorry, dude.
It is what it is.
No one's said anything in a minute.
No, I think we're about done here, but it was fun.
Is your wife even awake?
I'm not sure if my wife's even awake right now.
Is she alive?
Probably not.
You don't think she's alive?
Is she alive? Yes, she's alive. Smart one. You threw that one at me when I wasn't paying attention, didn't you?
Did. I heard movement.
That might be the cat.
I was going to say it might be a cat, though. She's kind of like a cat. Powerade.
Powerade.
Not sponsored.
All right,
That's my shirt, though.
Thank you, everyone, for jumping in. I guess we'll see you again next week.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate it. Love y'all so much. And again, I want to start going live by myself, too. I just have not done that yet.
Yeah, and I'll start going back on my lives eventually. My schedule's been all crazy.
Yeah, and I've got to get back into the swing of schoolwork and, other things, too. I've got a lot of personal issues going on right now, so for me it's been kind of hard to just jump on live. So yeah, other than that,
I pinched my finger.
Love you guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Absolutely. Peace out, y'all.
Wait.